And we're live. Good evening, everyone. Good evening. I hope the video connection is better than it was yesterday. Good evening. I'm Dave Guerra, and this is Tuesdays. Let's have a chat about leadership for Tuesday, December 17, 2019. 8 days away from the big day. 8 days away from the biggest day of the year. It's Christmas. That's right. That's right. And we're just a couple of days away from the start of Hanukkah too. Yeah, it's going to be that rare time where it's Christmas and Hanukkah and what's that other one? Christmas and Hanukkah. I'm sorry, it is Kwanzaa. I just got distracted. There was a message buzzed in and threw me off. So Christmas, Kwanzaa, Hanukkah, all happening all at the same time. That is pretty cool. Sorry about that. My phone just keeps buzzing because it's that time of the year. So good evening, and welcome. As I said, I'm Dave Guerra, and this is Let's Have a Chat for Tuesday, December 17. All right, so today we're going to talk about leadership in the news. And it's funny because yesterday we talked about, yesterday it was about a Heisman Trophy winner and his message and his voice. And today it's a 5-year-old. Well, it's I was going to say, it was an LSU University student. Now it's a 5-year-old kindergarten student out of California. There we go. I got it all together. That's right. This 5-year-old. And again, that sometimes you just got to look at these kids and you hear all the bad stuff. Oh, these millennials or these Zoomers or X generation, whatever they're called. Anyway, that they're slackers and this and that, and they taking everything for granted. But again, this kids surprise you. This guy's like 20 something and it's 5, so 15-year difference at least. Guy might be a little bit older, but 5-year-old kindergartner decides, hey, I'm going to do something about something. And what it is this kindergartner, she held a hot cocoa, hot cider cookie sale and raised enough money to pay off the school lunch debt for about 123 of her classmates. They're at a elementary school in California. Wow. Again, using her platform. Used her platform. In this case, came in the form of hot cocoa, hot cider. I'll take a hot cider, please. I haven't had a hot cider in quite a while. I think I'm overdue. I know I'm overdue for a hot cider, but again, that takes away from the message that I want to share with you. So apparently this young lady, her name is Caitlin Hardy, a kindergartner at Breeze Hill Elementary School in Vista, California, overheard a parent say that she was having difficulty paying for an after-school program. Quote, she started asking me a lot of questions and I just tried to explain to her that sometimes people aren't as fortunate and that we need to try to be kind and give when we can. Karina Hardy, Caitlin's mom, told CNN. This is straight out of CNN. So Caitlin, that little 5-year-old girl, decided to set up a stand on December 8th, 9 days ago, spending her Sunday selling hot cocoa, cider, and cookies. Again, cider for me, please. Caitlin and her mom donated the $80 collected, which went towards paying off negative lunch balances for over 100 students at her elementary. Doing this, the youngster hopes that other students can, quote, can have a snack and a lunch if they don't, their tummies grumble, end quote, Caitlin said, according to her mom. Quote, everybody is just so proud and happy, and other students are already talking about ways they can make a difference, end quote, said Breeze Hill principal Lori Higley. There you go. One action inspires others to take action. Again, your voice, leaders, your voice carries, your voice, it means something. And again, age is not a restriction here. You've got a powerful enough message. It impacts people enough. This one got me. It really did. Yesterday's got me. But today, hearing this one at the other end of the school spectrum, somebody just beginning their school career already has that foresight and mindset to, hey, let's raise some money. I know a young lady not so many years ago, she raised, I want to say it was close to $500 also. I don't remember exactly how much it was, but she donated that money to her local animal center, or the society, the local animal society. So it's out there. It happens. You don't hear it a lot. You don't hear enough about it. But when it does happen, it makes you feel good. When you do hear about it, it makes you feel good. It also makes you feel good that, hey, maybe, sometimes it's not all in your face. It's just about silently, quietly doing your thing. until the splash is heard. And once that splash is heard, the impact, the ripples that go from there, obviously go fan out. So according to the story, Caitlin's next goal, already setting another goal, is to raise enough money to pay off not only all the negative balances at the school, but the, quote, thousands of negative accounts, end quote, at the schools in the Vista Unified School District. So, hey, not too shabby. And to help in her new mission, which she calls hashtag Kiki's Kindness, K-I-K-I-S, Kiki's Kindness Project, all one word, Kiki's Kindness Project. Other students and staff at Breeze Hill will host a hot cocoa and baked goods stand on Saturday. That's this coming Saturday. So, folks, if you're out in the Vista Hill area, stop by. Tell them I sent you. Go. To raise more money to pay off negative school lunch accounts at the school. After all the accounts in the entire district have been paid off, and again, they want to go that far, Caitlin will then use the money raised to help support school programs, which will be removed due to budget cuts. Quote, "It's all about kindness, especially this holiday season, and with everything that's going on in the world, we just need a little bit more kindness out there," Hardy said. And that is so awesome. So again, somebody who's thinking outside the box, somebody who's actually doing something outside the box. See, there's some organizations out there that encourage you to think outside the box, but heaven help you if you start acting outside the box. That's not tolerated. And folks, that's not a good thing. Because if you're being encouraged to, well, act, to think outside the box, then you should also be encouraged to act outside the box. Obviously within reason, within some sense of normalcy, some sense of decorum, some sense of understanding that, hey, it's going to impact others. But again, it should impact them in a positive manner, just like that 5-year-old little girl. Let that little 5-year-old girl be the good example, just like that LSU Heisman Trophy winner quarterback. And I haven't checked the numbers, but it is over 250,000. So kudos to them. Again, see, and it went to a food bank down there in the southeastern Ohio area. So that's where that went in. I kind of omitted that yesterday. So kudos to them. Oh, man, it's awesome. It's awesome. And that's really, these are the kind of stories we need to hear now. There's a lot of divisiveness, a lot of division in everything we do, a lot of PC, and a lot of we're getting tired of PC. A lot of people just taking a simple punch game. Remember that game, and turn it into something nasty. And it's like, you know what? We still play the punch game. Okay. It's the punch game. We played it in high school. We played it in elementary school. We played it in middle school. I played it when I was in the Army. And it never meant anything more than, you looked, you got a punch on the shoulder. And that's all it is, folks. That's all it is. And if people can't be grown up enough to just say, you know what, it's just a game, then maybe there's something hugely wrong with the individuals that are saying those things. Not the ones that are making those designs or making those hand signals, but the ones that are misinterpreting it and looking for trouble when they don't need trouble to be looking for. That's not the sign of a leader. That's not a sign of a leader. That's just somebody who's just not happy. Folks, again, use your platform, use your voice. It's your message. Get it out there. Share it with everyone. I know yesterday I talked about my platform, veteran suicide. I also talked about sharing and communicating mental illness issues, but it's also understanding that sometimes people don't want to say it. They want others to go ahead and step in on their behalf. That way they don't have to admit it. That might be their pride, but you know what? As long as everybody that needs the help is getting the help, the bottom line is that's all that matters. And folks, that really truly is all that matters. And on that note, I'm going to go ahead and bring this to a close. So I thank you for watching. Remember, I don't have a show tomorrow. I have a show on Thursday. That's Lessons in Leadership. And that's going to be the last show until 2020. Again, taking time off, spending time with the family, a little decompressing and realigning and refocusing and revision. And when we come back in 2020, things are going to be, I'm not going to say they're different, but I'm going to say change is coming and changes has to happen. Because we can't live without change. We need change. So with that being said, I want to wish every one of you a good evening, and I will talk to you on Thursday. And until then, be safe, be good, be kind to one another, do what you can. And if you can't, well then, like my grandfather once said, if you can't say anything nice about something or do something nice, then don't say anything at all and don't do anything. Just sit down, get back in the corner, and that's that. So in the meantime, have a great evening. I will talk to you tomorrow. No, not tomorrow, Thursday.